Pubs were once a place to socialise. The pub has been in slow decline since the housing boom in the late 1900s, with one exception. There was 99,000 pubs in 1905, but just 77,500 by 1935. This was due to the World War I's strict government policies, which forced many pubs into closure. In 2006, there were 48,000 pubs, and in 2009, with consumer behaviour shifting towards coffee houses and drinking cheap booze at home. So what was killing the pubs? The Institute of Economic Affairs, IEA, has the answer. It wasn't the greedy pub companies who had 1/3 of the pubs, which meant that a pub has to buy its alcohol from a specific pubco or brewery and has to pay them rent on top. The IEA report calculates that from December 2005 and March 2013, net closure represented 16.5% of the pubco sector and 14.6% of the independent sector. To summarise, this is because pubco don't open as many new pubs, so they are more likely to close pubs. So in 2017, there are around 50,000 pubs in the UK, and beer sales have halved. In 2007, the smoking ban was introduced, which prohibited smoking in enclosed public spaces. The ban actually worked. The number of smokers has fallen by 1.9 million since the ban in July 1st, 2007, when it was introduced. But it meant that people couldn't smoke in pubs, and their addiction won, so people went to pubs less frequently. But during the summer, the number of visitors increased as people could sit outside, and in winter, it decreased. Supermarkets have been undercutting pubs for years, making it cheaper to drink at home than at a pub. Pubs have heavy-duty VAT and other taxes, generally selling pints for around £2.50 to £4, depending on the alcohol content, brand and area. Beer duty accounts for 4% of the price, more than in 2000, even though it has been cut by the Chancellor in recent years. 7.74 billion pints were sold in 2015. 51% were sold in supermarkets. Asda currently sells 20 cans of Carlsberg for £10, which is only 65p a pint, so £2.40 versus 65p. You can see why the supermarkets are winning. The high price of property in some parts of the country also makes pubs vulnerable, as they cannot pay extortionate rents. The value of the land that the pubs sit on can be more valuable than the business itself, so pubs can be turned into flats for more lucrative long-term rents. Coffee shops have spread around the world like a disease, attracting millennials who spend a lot of time and money in coffee shops. Instead of pubs, coffee shops are brighter and more airy, and they have free Wi-Fi, and they are a fashion statement which has left the pub as a refuge for middle-aged men from the baby boomer years. Taxes have been one key problem. Planning rules that push up the cost of operating pubs, especially when compared to supermarkets, haven't helped either. The recession and falling real wages have hit pubs disproportionately hard. Yet the one factor that correlates most closely with the accelerating decline in the pub industry is the smoking ban. There is plenty of international evidence for those sort of effects, as well as the experience of what happens closer to home. It's hard to see what could rescue the pub industry. Politicians and activists are obsessed with beating the pubcos. The tax and rules that have done so much to hurt the industry can only get worse, combined with the fact that we are falling out of love with beer as a nation. Expect the pub sector to shrink yet further over the next few years. Guys, I have a new channel called Blimp. Please check it out. Its videos are short and give you the rundown of a company. The first video is on Groupon, the deal site, so please take a look and subscribe for more videos. Thank you.